we're getting ready for map number 2 here. It's Vertigo between Extra Salt and Mythic Reborn. This is Mythic's map pick, so maybe we'll get a bit more from them. But as we discussed in the pre-show and several times since then, it's a really good map for Extra Salt, so don't get your hopes up too much. Very good. Very good. Let's see what they can do. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of mid-control early on here. Coming through from Mythic. They'll be starting on that T side. OC should be first point of contact. He's looking for some heads. He wants to pop them. He's going to find one. Pop, pop, goes the head. Oh, OC gets answered back upon, but Marky's back in the angle, wants the fight. He will be pushed off, but as they try and come up the stairs, well, that's not going to work too well. ZNF, he does hop up, but now he's being shot from multiple sides. He's trying to get utility out. The nade actually does finish one. Oh, Sonic's going for a knife. Sonic's going for a knife. It's going to be that kind of a map, folks. Team Ace for Extra Salt, but the hijinks are going to start early here.
Yeah, and unless I'm mistaken, no one has been brave enough to face Extra Salt on Vertigo so far in this season of Esea Premier, Mike. It's all been outside of Esea Premier that they've played on Vertigo, and they have really done well on it. We talked about it already, but 5-0 plus 36 round differential. They're excellent.
It's going to be an A-ramp take. Looks like an A-ramp take. Eagles fighting ramp.
Oh,
nice shot
like
for JoJo. That's why you don't give him a sustained fight here. JT wants it. They've got the deep ramp control. They don't need to take the sustained battle. A deep smoke. Actually, that was just a flashbang. I was going to say should make it easier. Fang's like, come on, come on, come forward. Come forward. Test the smoke. JT's going to get a kill. So he brings back the numbers at the very least. Obviously, still a pretty good exchange for them. ZNF's going to have to retrieve that bomb while the smoke's still up. And now they're probably going to back away. Minute 10 on the clock. Lots of time to play with. What other positions they have? Davies just watching to see if they go for a pushed flank. They haven't yet. There's a little bit of presence in towards mid, but it's being held for. Haven't really done anything to make Extra Salt sweat yet. And here comes the swing. That comes the kill shot. Bang plays off of JT, and at this point they got control of the bomb, and the round is likely over. Davey was lurking on the other side of the map. He's got 50 seconds to try and do some damage here. I don't fancy his chances, and okay, Sonic just flies into the angle, sliding through, and kills him with an MP9. He didn't have head armor, admittedly, so the aim punch came through, but put an exclamation point on that. And Extra Salt off to a hot start here.
Yeah, that was really nicely done by Extra Salt, of course. Nice swing with the MP9. MP9 is one of those great weapons you can run and gun with, and great rate of fire as well. Love it. But one thing I love as well, Mike, is Vertigo, and I think I was converted, obviously. When I first started casting Vertigo, I did not like this map at all.
Another disciple. Davey's gonna burn. Davey just died. He just died to a Molotov. He wasn't even flashed. He just ran in it, thought he could find safe haven, realized he couldn't a little bit too late. He dies. So yeah, tell me about your love for Vertigo, because as you know, I've been apostle for a long time.
You have been, and I just didn't enjoy it for whatever reason. I just didn't find it was as good quality of Counter-Strike, but I was wrong in every single possible way. Okay, we'll get back to it.
Look at Fang. Look at Fang on the flank. Adren's actually watching for it as they're coming back to find him. OC just got a huge kill. I want to say that was in mid. Yeah, that was in mid. It limits their options, and with Fang being back in here, oh, he's now spin spotted. That was a little bit of a misplay. They know he's here. The flank's no longer as effective. He's going to bail right out to forklift. He'll still be able to control the A ramp, but he can't be that potent, quick backstab that they were hoping for. And now they're going to be coming up the stairs, so a lot's going to be on the shoulders of Marky. He's got some support coming in from OC, but OC still has to divide some of his focus in towards mid. So it's going to be up to Marky to do the damage here. Good flashbang. That pushes him off the angle. He's still staying alive here, though, and they haven't cleared him yet. There's the clear. Had to be done, and indeed it was. OC!
Whoa.
What a transfer from the far player to the close. Fang doesn't want to make the noise here. He had to give it up. So ZNF now knows where he's coming from, and ZNF is going to be able to zero it in. OC, that spray transfer was filthy, John.
It really was very nicely done for OC. Doesn't get the round for a squad, but makes it super expensive for Mythic, which was their first technically rifle buy-up in that previous round. So now Extra Salt will still be able to get rifles, and their side's going to be a little messy, not much utility, but they have 2 FAMASs, 2 M4s, and the Eagle. So to get back to my point, Mike, the reason why I love Vertigo now is probably the reason why I disliked it at the beginning. It's so different from every other map, but now I love it for that reason, because you have to approach it in such a different way from everything else, especially on CT side. You need to go for that aggression. Usually on CT side, it's like, no, stay back, don't be too aggressive, you have to poke around. Here, aggression is the key to a lot of strategies to get it on those flanks, right? And on T side, you get to the site so quickly that you can just bum rush sometimes. So the CTs have to prepare very differently. As OC's going to get one on JoJo, JT a second, and Fang a third. Here they go, Mike. 3v2, making it work, and they are going to punish Mythic dearly if they don't take this round to Mythic, because their economy, as mentioned, will not be good in round number 4.
Fang just spotted a player down at the bottom of Fork. So now he's going to readjust, take the side hallway. This is a good hold. They're going to come threaten him. Flom's thinking about it. They're pretty slow into this. They're giving a lot of time for the rotation to come in. Now there's a second player in. Smoke's even going to go down. Flom has to consider the smoke now. That's going to whittle a lot of time off the clock. He's expecting the boost. Not a bad read. He won't be giving it. They're not going to be giving a kill for free. They've got to make this happen. Another molly now. They're just running out of time. There's the spot from Sonic. He's able to withdraw. He knows he doesn't want a long-range engagement. He doesn't want to take this fight if he can avoid it. Time is their friend. Time is their ally. Flom has to win this. The USP comes out. Now the flank is on, and yeah, it's all over. Flom had to win that initial fight. They just ran out of clock. They ran out of room to rumble, and they got caught in stasis over on the A ramp. And that is the thing that'll happen to you once the initial salvo of utility is gone. Once you start to lose the numbers, you can get caught there. It's a big problem. Momentum is key to getting off that spot. So extra salt, come up with 3.
Yeah, and that aggression on A ramp, it's another example of how you have to play CT side differently on Vertigo. You need to go out strong. You can't play passively on A, because if you do, like Third Impact did yesterday, for example, you take the site and you can't do much. Here they come, though. Do Mythic up the A ramp, and Extra Salt says sit right back down, roll down that ramp there, as Fang finds the 2K, and JT gets 2 as well for himself. Extra Salt take a 4th one for themselves. It is just going to be a pistol. It was a pistol round for Mythic, so not that big of a deal. But they went for that quick play, and it did not pan out.
Yeah, they splattered against the windshield like so many bugs on a highway. It's a pistol round. They tried to go fast. It didn't work that time. It's fine. That's whatever. But now's where you're going to start to get a little bit concerned if this continues to be an issue. They've got the op on Flom. The op is on OC on the other side. Ooh, here's the duel. Here's the duel as Fang will work his way into position. This is op and forklift. And one on the side hall. Utility being thrown. The flash doesn't really catch. And Flom comes out worse for the wear in that duel. There's a second kill for OC. He wants one more. Shouldn't go in for it. His teammate, though, was going to miss it.
Did he connect through the wall?
That might give an opportunity over. No, I think Fang just did the damage. I don't know.
Okay.
But Mythic, maybe a chance. They're down a man. They've got a player who's limping along. If they deal with Sonic, that'd be nice. Good flashbang, though, from Marky. Support given. Now the remaining... Oh, that nade's going to find one. ZNF can't get away, and there's the kills coming in. Sonic makes it look good, getting 2 kills. Nice simultaneously. An extra salt. Well, now they're just kind of hitting cruise control. They're feeling good about this one. I like that op duel. OC... It's the OC effect, man. It's the OC effect.
It really is, and maybe we can see why Extra Salt wanted to start on CT side. I think they wanted to make their presence known immediately on this map, kind of assert their authority against Mythic, and show them that they won't be able to really do much of anything on their side. And the reason why, of course, is Sonic is going to get that opening salvo thrown on Davey. Fang drops DNF. The Deagle's not doing anything. In the frags. Fang gets a 3-piece, makes it look easy. Only Flom is left standing in a 5v1, and this one's done and dusted, Mike.
I have a very important question. It's always bugged me.
Yes,
Who is
please.
that in Flom's Steam profile pic? It's been that for a long time.
I don't know.
I need to know. Give me the deets, chat.
You'll have to ask chat. But yeah, on T side, the reason, of course, I was getting back to my point, I'm getting lost in my thoughts here a bit, Mike. But yeah, it's T sided because you can get to those bomb sites so very quickly. I mean, obviously the CTs have to prepare within the first 5 to 10 seconds of the round for the Ts to be right in their faces on both bomb sites.
Yeah, it really does depend on the particular matchup, as Fang's going to get caught by a lot of panel spam here. Now this is getting risky. OC's op is going to be tested. They're taking good control, though. Fang at least has a smoke for that side hallway, and OC's still going to have a window to take this shot. ZNF looks like he wants to test him. If he comes around, that's going to be punishing. Nice jiggle and nice swing from ZNF. That's huge. He gets another as well. He's looking for more. ZNF single-handedly ripping the doors off of this site. 3 kills to his name. And now he's so far forward. Look at these entries. He gets a player catching knife out,
ace.
trying to readjust. 4 bullets in the gun. He wants the ace. He's not going to have it. Marky denies. Tried to go for the headshot. Couldn't line it up. But now it is Marky. They know his position. They'll deal with him. A 4K for ZNF and a huge round to get Mythic back on the board.
Marky, give him the ace, man. Give him the ace.
No,
but
deny it.
No
Stay
free
alive,
aces
Marky.
here. Yes. ZNF, what a wonderful 4K, though. Got the initial one just pre-firing around the default boxes on site and then continued to swing around. Excellent movement on his part to find the other 3. Earned every single one of those against an Extra Salt squad that has been hard to take down off those right. JT now engages immediately, gets one flam, trains it back, and Jojo finds Fang. There's that quick hit I was talking about towards the A site in the first 10 seconds of the round, and now a 4v3 man advantage in favor of Mythic. Marky going to back off towards the A site, excuse me, the B site momentarily, but they're realizing what's going down now, and they're coming back to A.
Got a second player to
nice nade.
support here. That is a nice nade. OC wants to go looking. Goes in too deep. This could be punishing. Molly's going to prevent him from doing that. Gonna duck a native zone. That one doesn't connect. Here's the lineup, though. OC hits 1. OC hits 2. I'm watching the wrong player. And now it's down to a 2v2. This is viable. They still need to plant the bomb. That's a huge limitation, but they got a minute to play with. Adren goes elevated. Has to make noise dropping off it, so now they know where he's at. And this peek can come through from Marky. He's not going to commit to it. Wants to catch Adren as he comes off. They know exactly where he is. Flashbang's good. Second flash. Adren knows his job now is to buy time. Let Davey get into position. Davey has to make the play here. He is zeroed in. Here comes the clear, but good shot from Davey. The second as well. Davey secures it. Nicely done. Well played from Mythic. They're getting more ferocious in the way they're fighting for that ramp, and it is working. The faster pace, the more aggressive style working out very nicely, and they will probably get an eco here off of Extra Salt as a result.
Marky was convinced he had taken down Adren off the first spray, but the shots didn't hit their mark. He had looked away and he was looking for the second target already, even though Adren wasn't gone. So he had to flick back to Adren, spray him down once more, get the frag, but by that point, Davey was able to close things out, and Mythic do indeed find their 3rd round here. Looking at the buy-up for Extra Salt, just going to be pistols this time, but we've seen how proficient they can be with those pistols. 3 Deagles and the P250. Look at this attempted flank. I think they were waiting for this. Davey sprays down Marky. Nothing doing for Extra Salt. The aggression is going to come through. Fang trying to tap away with the P250 and get something. He does connect on Jojo to get him down to 77, but has to retreat because that Molotov was burning away right at his feet. JT with a wicked shot on Jojo, but Adren is there for the trade. Extra Salt always a threat, no matter what gun is in their hands. And OC's going to connect for another 1D gun ZNF. Smoke comes through. Mythic trying to open up that space. And you see Davey's going to come and support soon. But OC gets another one on Adren, Mike. What is happening?
OC's happening. That was a filthy shot. All right, they're adjusting. Davey's like, all right, no, we're not doing that. We're not testing him on the site. We're not giving him the angle again. I'm going to take B. They're not on B. Calm plan. It's going to be fine, guys. Oh, here's the peek. Spots a second as well, so much information. Sonic shows his USP. He even gets the dink. Nicely done, but it's going to be left to Fang in a 1v2 clutch where he has no armor. Obviously can't test this Molotov. Could at least get a deagle. Could chuck his P250 off the side. Wouldn't even need to give an audio cue. Nah, he's keeping with the P250. That's one of the things about Vertigo is you can throw guns off of the side of the building to avoid making a noise. Critical factor to consider. Flomp. It's going to destroy him. Good hold for Mythic. Got risky. Got so risky, but it's going to be okay.
I don't think there's been a round tonight that Extra Salt hasn't threatened him, even in the ones they've lost. It's just been so impressive what they've been able to accomplish against Mythic here tonight, but they're just pretty much showing what level they're on right now in North America. 4 M4A4s and the op bought up by Extra Salt, and over on Mythic, 4 AKs and the op. So similar buy-ups, but AKs instead of M4s for the Mythic side. Full utility as well.
Did you just see that molly from JT? He tried to throw it to bounce off of the scaffold, I think. No, it just... It burst on the scaffolding. I've never seen that before. OC's gonna connect a shot. You can't blame JT for that. That was a bug. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Unfortunate.
I'd like to see a replay. Maybe we can report a bug to Valve at this point if it happened in such an odd way.
If that was intentional and somebody knows about a way, like that's a molly for the side hall, that's brilliant if it is. I don't think, I think he intended to bounce. OC gonna bounce ZNF right out of the server for this round. Gonna give him another chance. Think we'll test him. Better flash it if you do. Going dry and he's gonna kill you. Meanwhile, we got JT right here behind the girder. This is a really tricky spot. Once you're focused on the AWP, you don't clear it, you don't check it. There's another player to play off of him. So once Fang takes contact, JT's going to swing. It's going to be ahead of any smokes that they throw. Really tough. JT's blind. Here's the swing. He went too early. He went too early. Wanted to try and get the kill, but they were ready for it from the cement bags. Good awareness. But it's not really going to matter. It's down to Flom. 1v3. Oh, catches Fang trying to bail. But Marky will take one more. Good damage done. Not gonna be the round though. An extra salt. Yep. They notch number 7.
Well, at least Flom making it exciting there. But yeah, like you mentioned, JT swinging a little too early. It didn't cost his team though. In fact, they used it to their advantage, getting a couple of frags off of it. And then, well, Flom, despite the fact, you know, with a heroic effort, could not seal the deal. And extra salt extend their lead back to 3 rounds. Mythic still have enough money to invest pretty much fully in terms of hardware anyway. With 3 AKs, a Galil, and an op, but a little short on utility. Mythic, Jojo going to get Sonic through the smoke. Good start here for Mythic to make it a 5v4. And look at this, they're already going to gain a lot of space towards that B site. Marky is flashed to hell and back, so fully whited. They don't know, but he is close. He is going to get one in a second. The bomb doesn't get planted. Marky doing work, and the 3K comes through. Could even find a 4th here if Flom decides to come up those stairs. And Marky's still engaging here. He does get the help he needs, and Fang will find Flom in the end. Wow, what a hold from Marky. Mike, you mentioned it. They didn't know he was still there. He was quiet, a ninja in the darkness, and he came through and got that 3K.
Man, when someone asks you what's Marky's playstyle like, you show them that round. It's just, he's so hard to kill, and he's always where you don't expect him. He's just gotten forward, then he slides on top of the smoke just to stay alive, to avoid what they're trying to do to trade him. That's what Marky's like to play against. Just frustrating if you're on the other side of the server. Sonic gonna be facing here. He drops a smoke, realizes it's clear below. Should have a lot of control now as a result. Not really a lot they can do about this. Oh man.
Yep.
It's
I mean, yeah, extra salt is dominating. This is an excellent CT side. You're looking at Mythic on another pistol buy up. They're going to come up these big stairs. Yeah. Sonic's going to get one, pulling out the pistol now to try and do the damage. But he's going to have to hide, wait for the reinforcements to come through. He sacrifices himself so OC can do this. The 2K coming through, and then the 3rd. Davey drops in a heap, and OC's up to 18 frags on the board, doubling the top frag for Mythic. That's ZNF at 9. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Sonic even plays that as aggressively in other circumstances, but because of the scoreline, because of how confident they're feeling, he's like, yeah, you know what, I can get another kill here. I can do it. I can do it. Then he gets stuck behind the stacked boxes, and that's just what's going to happen. We're going to have a fast play here through the scaffold. Oh, the nades shred a couple of players, and that's going to slow them down just a wee bit. They do have a foothold here. They're going to clear out the cement. They're likely going to take off. There are 4 players here for extra assault. Spam is good for Marky. He gets answer back. Vaughn wants that kill. Playing a game of Find the Tracers now. Little battleship, as we like to call it. This is getting weird. This is getting very weird. JT walks away with 2 kills. A 3rd as well. JT making it happen. It's all on to ZNF now. A bold peek from Extra Salt, but they did not want to concede the ramp, and now they've got so many bodies to watch it. OC will be claimed in the 1st. ZNF now starting to get low. Molly's down, I think, thinking they might have been closer. Maybe the smoke is a bit of cover, but no, as he tries to peek out, Fang is ready to find a shot right between the eyes. Double digits found for Extra Salt here on their CT side, and, well, it doesn't seem like they're going to slow down at this point. This is where we start to see them become somewhat unstoppable object. We're getting a buy-in from Adren. That tells you what Mythic's feeling, because they don't have a lot to work with here, but they just, I mean, it's the last round. They got to get it. They got to get something. They've got the tech. They've got the UMP. They've got 3 AKs. Maybe another fast play. It's fast ramp play. It has not really been the ticket, but they're going to go for it. They're going to try and take the space and see if JT can kill everybody again. It's actually going to be Fang who's wrapped behind him. Do they realize he's this far in? ZNF's looking for it. Yeah, ZNF's not ready. Trigger discipline. Nearly lets him get away. That's the bomb dropped. Wanted to see if he could get 2. But now OC on site is just going to start to dismantle. And yeah, this is tough. They got to deal with the flank. They know they're off the creek. And JoJo, well, he will find 1. He's blind. There's no way he's getting away with this. And OC does it with the AWP to seal the deal. 11-4 is the half score line. We were hoping it would be a bit more competitive. I think this is really, again, pretty much following the script here, John.
It really is. I mean, that was a great play by Fang. Once you sneak in that deep into scaffolding and they don't spot you out, it's so easy to put pressure on. And they were all the way up the ramp. They had to deal with the people in front of them, Fang behind them. And JoJo hit a nice shot, to his credit, with the Tech 9. But at that point, everyone else closed in on him, and that was that. JoJo going to jump off the edge just for good measure. And everyone's having a little bit of fun here at the half break here, Mike. But
they're trying to go for the run boost. You know, the run boost that puts you around below the stairs on B.
Yes. It's impressive.
Are they trying to duo do it? If you can pull it off, it's so risky to pull off in a match.
But we've seen it pulled off, and man, is it really fun to watch when it happens.
Is it still viable?
There it is. They got it. They got it. Yeah.
Oh, auto direct pulled me away right as they did. Okay, I'm glad it's still viable because it's been a while and I wasn't sure whether the spot had been patched out. I didn't think so. It's a super cool play. You're almost never gonna pull it off in a pro game unless you're, you know, it's like 15-2 and you're like, we need something crazy.
But it can work very, very well. Thing is, the element of surprise isn't there as much. Like the first time it happened in a match, you don't know what to think or what's going on at the moment. But you know, now at least it's known. So when a guy gets there, like, oh yeah, they did the run boost. But in any case, I think we're gonna get started with the second half very shortly here, Mike. What does Mythic have to do on their CT side to get back into this one? I mean, Extra Salt are so scary. Their executes are extremely strong on their T side, so I don't really know what Mythic can do to deny that. It's a pistol round victory, obviously, a typical statement, but yeah, it'll help.
Now here's the thing, they tried to get aggressive down the B stairs. It got punished. Marky's now going to be lurking in towards mid, the classic Marky lurk. Yes, they're going to have 3 players over towards the site, including Davey with his beloved dualies. I don't think there's a player who loves dualies more than Davey does. Marky
get in there?
Coming over. He'll just lurk mid. He's been lurking mid this whole time. He comes away with 3 kills as a result. Could have even gotten the last, but his teammates get it before he can. Davey does get 2 kills, 1 for each gun in the dualies. So I appreciate that at the very least, but it's a 12th round for Extra Salt, and well, this is playing out a lot like Inferno.
Yeah, it really is. The thing is, like, Marky's so good, and you talked about it, he can just slither on through in places that he shouldn't. Like, he really just shouldn't have gotten through mid that cleanly, but he did. There were... Well, yeah, JoJo's got the Nova, so he's gonna
Davey has the Zeus, JoJo's got a Nova. Oh, no, JoJo! He got destroyed through a smoke. Can they retrieve his Nova? Jed's not even going to try. That's not respectful to the magic that is the Nova. It's the best gun in Counter-Strike, John.
The Nova, yeah, absolutely. I could not agree with that statement more, Mike. Except I don't agree with it at all. Come on, the Nova?
The really? Nova is my preferred trolling and wingman.
Oh my god.
Excellent. I will say it is better than it has any right to be.
Yes, I was about to say that. Mid-range, actually, it's pretty darn impressive. You hit a headshot, it really messes up your aim, and you can do quite a bit of damage. Oh, Fang's gonna come through a cleanup flum. There's the Zeus! Here we go. Davey got it. Mike's happy. I'm happy. Fang goes down. It's only Davey left with the AK, and then they just demolish him. He couldn't move a muscle, and OC connects through the smoke and takes care of business. 13-4 for Extra Salt. And actually, Davey's the one I was expecting to see more of on Mythic's T side. He's very good historically on Vertigo, but against Extra Salt, he just can't find his rhythm.
Now, the thing is, with this victory, Extra Salt do secure the second
Mike,
seed.
Don't get ahead of yourself. It's not done yet.
If they find this victory.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Davey tried to get a little cheeky. Everybody was holding for him. We just came around the corner to 4. Oh, Adren, though. Adren. Out to the cheeky angle. They're not ready for him. He gets 2. And only 2. But I like it. I like it. The problem is it took 3 players to get those 2 kills. Not a great exchange rate. Yes, you just have pistols in this round, but you're running out of ZNF is dead. It's just left to JoJo. Bomb's going to be planted. Round is over. JoJo does have a Zeus, though, so you can never count him out, John.
It's true.
Second best gun in the game.
Best
utility in the game, shall we say.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, JoJo wants to jump, and he's going to go with a Zeus. No honor. Give him the knife fight. Marky's not about it.
No, he's not.
He had a Zeus of his own. We could have had a Zeus duel. I don't know if he picked it up off of JoJo's corpse after killing JoJo, but that would have been my preferred scenario here.
You were going to say, Mike.
Was I? What was I
yeah,
oh, about securing the second seed if they win.
Yes.
Yeah, they secure the second seed.
There we go.
If they manage to win.
Yes, if. It's a long shot, right?
It'll be a tough one. Real toughie.
Hey, hey. 10-round lead here for Extra Salt, and they're already going to walk up a ramp. There's Flom. He's going to get the opening frag with the M41S. Marky, his victim. 5v4 still. Extra Salt haven't really made their play known.
Look at this, though.
Quite yet.
Adren was towards the bottom of stairs, and he heard Sonic bopping around here, so he's actually got a fair amount of information to communicate. The problem is, well, to get those kills elsewhere, oh, I was going to say they had to give up A, but Flom just walks out on the scaffold and catches himself a kill. No one was watching it. Now he's burning, has to go forward, but Flom's making it happen. Got a little hidey hole. And Flom coming away with 3. The Opera's coming alive here. Bomb will be planted. Unless JoJo can deny it. He can't. He can get the kill immediately afterwards. And spot Fang as well to clean up the last. Defuse going to be on. He's even looking for an imaginary third player. But Mythic have at least found round number 5. Do you believe in a comeback?
It's the start of a comeback, Mike. Just 9 more rounds of that. But yeah, Flom is an excellent opper. Once he finds his rhythm, he could definitely do some damage against Extra Salt. And that was a good round for him. So we have Extra Salt, still have plenty of cash in the bank account. That means they'll have a full-on buy, full utility, AKs across the board. Mythic, though, picked up 3 AKs in that previous round. That's going to help them on their defense. Flom still has that AWP and a Dren with the M4. And interestingly, Mythic appears to be playing very aggressively on one site to start the round. Before it was B, this time it's A. Only one player on the B site. JoJo comes out, and hey, it's working. I like that they're taking a risk here to try and take down Extra Salt. JoJo is going to spray down OC, makes it a 5v4. Flom takes a lot of damage here. In the meantime, he goes back to mid. Davey, though, he's going to wake up, spot out JT with the headshot. 5v3 now.
See if Fang can take it down as they come around. There's the first. They're going to swing for the second. That's going to be 2. Looking for the third. The Dren did get 1, but there's the answer. Now it's back to a 2v2. That's the thing with chasing with everybody. Eventually, they put down their roots, and they're going to make life difficult. ZNF needs to find Sonic here. Sonic's lurked up onto the platform. ZNF's holding back from default, back girder. Fang is presumably going to come join his comrade, but they've got time, so they're going to play that clock out a little bit and see if Mythic make a twitch. Sonic's hoping that ZNF comes looking. Trying to get info. If he does, probably dead. It's a standoff here.
I mean, ZNF.
Oh, they just told him. He hears that. Sonic hears that. Utility's effective. He now knows exactly where ZNF is. He's going to get the kill as a result. Site's wide open, and it's going to come down to Flom in the clutch. 17 points of health, up on his back. Full util, John. Full util. But 2 players to find, and he's out of position. How's Smoke? Could just stick it.
I think he's got this, Mike.
You have so much faith in the man.
I don't know. He's got those flashbangs, right?
He's going to save. He's going to save.
Oh, no,
he doesn't have it. He wants the op in the last round. They're playing for overtime. Round's over. And give him the kill he wanted, so he's going to back right off, and he'll have the AWP. Be able to drop for ZNF as well. They could get the double up if they want it, I think, for Davey. Maybe a Dren. I actually don't know. I think they just have the 1,400 loss bonus coming in. No, they should have more than that.
For who?
They have $2,400 loss bonus. Never mind. They'll definitely be able to get the double up if they want it.
Yeah.
They'll get everything.
Yep. They'll be just fine with that double op, as you mentioned. Flom's going to drop the AUG for ZNF. I mean, obviously that was the right play. I just wanted to see Flom go for some crazy action there on the A site. Or the B site, excuse me. Either way. Here we go. Round number 21 overall, but Extra Salt 15-5. They have 10 match point. 10 chances, close one out. That's a great start. Osy's going to spray down Adren through the smoke. Takes a lot of damage in the process. Down to 21. And it doesn't really matter. Osy drops Davey and then bang with the drive-by headshot on Flom. Gets a second on Jojo. Mike, I do believe this one is done and dusted. ZNF in a 1v5 has a hope and a prayer of pulling this one off. Maybe if he can get a couple of quick kills, but I don't really see it happening.
No problem here. ZNF 1v5. He's heard OC go past. He slipped past the first. Fang's going to come into clear. Fang misses the shot. Now they know where he's at. And OC comes in for the swift punish. So that is going to be the game. 16-5 is the way it goes.
Wow.
Quick couple of maps. Very quick series here from Extra Salt. What time is it even?
It's 11:20.
It actually took longer than I thought it did. No, it's 10:20.
It's 10:20.
You need to reset that clock from daylight.
My
savings.
clock is wrong,
Your clock
Mike.
is wrong. You said it had 2 hours
What?
instead of 1 hour. I don't know.
No, it's because my computer crashed and it rebooted and it said 11:20, and that didn't make any sense. Even when I was saying, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's very confusing. Anyways, suffice it to say, that wraps us up for regular season of the Premier League this season. That wraps it up. We've got playoffs coming up in a little bit, but until then, there's going to be a few more games to be played out. The Esea partners will be covering those on their channel, so keep an eye out for their streams if you want to find out how those last few slots match up. I think some of the 4 seed positions are still in doubt, so it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Playoffs are going to be exciting. We've got some really good teams in Premier this season. We've got our Extra Salts, we've got our Triumphs, we've got our Bad News Bears, our High Coasts. It's going to be pretty spicy. You're not going to want to miss these games, so be sure to tune in when the playoffs are happening. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the broadcast, follow our ads. You can find them below our faces or type !casters in chat. It has been our absolute pleasure to bring you this season of Premier, and we are very excited that we'll be back for playoffs. So stay tuned, folks. There's more fun Counter-Strike on the way. See you in playoffs.